When I worked for GM starting back in the 70s and up until I retired, it was pretty common for people to start out with a big company and stay there until they retired. When I finally retired, the hardest thing for me to get used to was not having a health insurance card that paid for everything. It couldn't have been created to be any more confusing than it is. I don't care how bright you are or how well educated you are, you can't stay on top of this stuff. Plus the laws are changing all the time. And I've had many different plans with many different companies and many different agents. Typically what they do is they'll sign you up for a plan and you'll never see them again or you'll never hear from them again. I never got the impression with Joe that he was trying to sell me something. I think he's interested in developing clientele that he nurtures and has for life. You know, he's not just writing a policy and then going away. If you're going to change policies or change companies, he'd like to be part of that decision, you know, with you. My goal is to have a plan where I have no monthly premium. I don't want to pay a monthly premium. What I like about a Medicare Advantage plan now for me and for my wife is that I have some control over what I spend. Joe approached me on the subject with these insurance plans, and I said, I don't know. I think it's like a pyramid scheme. I said, no. Let me explain this to you. It wasn't like he was anxious to get me to spend a lot of money on it. I think he was interested in my getting my feet wet. I've got my feet wet, you know. If I'm talking to somebody who's thinking about making a change of some sort, or they ask me, who do I work with? I like working with somebody who I can, with good confidence, share their name and information about them. I would absolutely recommend Joe.